Mindset is a book written by Carol Dweck that explores how certain mental habits can hold us back from success. She's discovered that by asking yourself 8 reflective questions, you can learn to better your relationships, academics, and overall achievement. Before we delve deeper into the book, let us review the 8 questions Dweck refers to. Do I have a growth mindset? How does my mindset affect my life? How does my mindset affect my academic experience? How does my mindset affect my relationships? Can a growth mindset help my mental health? How can a growth mindset make me more successful? Where does my mindset come from? And how can I change my future mindset? According to Dweck, there are 2 mindsets. There's the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. If you have a growth mindset, you believe that failure is an opportunity to grow. You can learn to do anything you want. Challenges help you to grow. Your effort and attitude determine your abilities. Feedback is construction. You're inspired by the success of others, and you love to try new things. If you have a fixed mindset, you believe that failure limits your abilities. You're either good at it or you're not. You don't like to be challenged. Your abilities are unchanging, and either you can or you can't. Your potential is predetermined. And when you're frustrated, you give up. Feedback and criticism are personal, and you stick to what you know. So reflection number 1, do you have a growth mindset? Now that we have a basic understanding of both the fixed and growth mindsets, let's look a little deeper at how they affect us. So the 2 different mindsets dictate and give you the choice on how you are going to deal with certain aspects of your life. For example, with success, if you have a fixed mindset, you will focus on how smart and talented you are. Your main goal is to validate and brag on all of your accomplishments. If you have a growth mindset, you'll work on stretching yourself and learning something new and developing yourself even more. With failure, a fixed mindset interprets rejection, a poor score, losing a game, or getting fired as not being good enough, while a growth mindset sees setbacks as obstacles needed to fulfill one's potential. Rather than blaming others, a growth mindset takes responsibility. With criticism, a fixed mindset is most attentive when they are told they are right or wrong. A growth mindset pays close attention to what could be developed. Learning is their key priority. With leadership, the fixed mindset is more concerned with how they look, often jeopardizing long-term values. A growth mindset has the conviction and courage to make long-term goals and to see them through. With depression, a fixed mindset has a high propensity of hurtling down a slippery slope, while a growth mindset hangs on, drags themselves, gets determined, and feels better when life rebounds. With treatment of others, a fixed mindset feels better than others and justified in getting people to grovel or gravel for what they need. A person with a growth mindset believes you are human, just like everyone else. With relationships, a person with a fixed mindset picks ones that bolster the ego. An ideal mate would put you on a pedestal and make you feel perfect and worship you. A person with a growth mindset picks relationships that see their faults, help them work on them, challenge them to be better people, and encourage them to learn new things. With intelligence, a fixed mindset feels smart when something is easy and others can't do it. It is not enough for them to succeed. They need to appear flawless. A growth mindset works on something for a long time in order to figure it out. They confront challenges and make progress. With interpreting tests, a fixed mindset feels that the test measures their future capability and self-worth. A growth mindset doesn't allow the test score to become a setback. Instead, they use it as a growth opportunity. Reflection number 2. How do your mindsets affect your life? Now that we've seen that mindsets have a huge effect on our lives, let's look at how the two mindsets impact our way of thinking that lead to achievement. Achievement is something done successfully, typically by effort or skill. During a fixed mindset, you may experience pain during the learning process because challenges make you lose confidence. You may give up right away if you're not good at something and may be afraid of something after you fail. And you get your self-worth from a fixed idea of what you're good at. But with a growth mindset, you're open to new challenges. You're willing to challenge your limits. You want your abilities to grow, and you're going to ask for help when needed. And when you make mistakes, you're going to see them as an opportunity to learn and improve. Reflection number 3, how does your mindset affect your academic experience? Mindsets affect our relationships as well. During a fixed mindset, people believe more in a fairy tale version of relationships. They believe in the idea that they need to find an ideal partner rather than working towards a successful relationship. They expect a relationship to be automatically good and seek a soulmate that is the perfect fit rather than aspiring to improve a relationship with skills and learning over time. With a growth mindset, they buy into the concept that an ideal relationship can be achieved with hard work and commitment to healthy practices, including communication, boundaries, and trust. This type of person welcomes constructive feedback and collaboration towards a successful partnership in which both parties are consistently improving. Just as those with a growth mindset believe they have the ability to positively impact their personal skills, they too believe that they have full control over creating positive and lasting relationships. Reflection number 4, how does your mindset affect your relationships? Let's pause and take a short break before finishing our reflections on lessons 5 through 8. Not long ago, a study was done that measured symptoms of anxiety and depression by having individuals take a self-reported survey. Only teens who reported certain mental health symptoms were accepted into the study. These teens were given examples of how a growth mindset could be applied to their daily lives, and older youth shared their personal experiences and how growth mindset helped them deal with problems. Researchers did follow-ups with each participant to assess how much their symptoms of anxiety and depression had changed. Participants who took the lesson about growth mindset reported less symptoms of anxiety and depression. Even a 30-minute lesson about growth mindset can have a significant impact on mental health. Reflection number 5. How can a growth mindset impact your mental health? The mindset theory also relates to athletes and performance. The results of studies and research conclude that most successful athletes possess a growth mindset that contributes to performance in 3 distinctive ways. 1. The desire to succeed leads to placing a greater emphasis on preparation than those with fixed mindsets. They also develop the ability to turn failure into motivation. And lastly, since they do not view the future as predetermined, each new chance to perform is attacked with drive to win. Reflection number 6. How can a growth mindset make you more successful? Our next reflection will deal with where our mindset came from. Our mindset is shaped by feedback we receive from parents, teachers, and coaches early on. Praise should focus on effort and perseverance in the face of obstacles. The feedback we get as children shapes how we think about ourselves and our abilities. Even well-meaning criticism and praise can reinforce a fixed mindset. Praise that focuses solely on outcomes won't help kids have healthy habits. Instead, they'll retain a fixed sense of their abilities and panic when confronted with failure. Reflection number 7. Where does your mindset come from? If you want to change your mindset, there are 4 different things that you can do. First, decide to adopt a growth mindset. Dweck says mindset is a choice, which means at any time, even right now, instantly, you can choose to move from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Her advice is to listen to your self-talk and counter with growth mindset voice. For example, instead of saying, "I'll never be good at taking tests," say, "Taking tests isn't easy for a lot of people, but I can learn to be better at taking tests." Second, set an academic goal. How can you achieve something if you don't know what it is? Like any goal setting, be specific, whether you're reaching for a particular grade or a percentage of improvement. Next, keep your goal front and center. Remind yourself of your goal through positive self-talk, visualization, or even something tangible like a sticky note that says something like, "I am a champion test taker." And lastly, recognize and reward your achievements appropriately. In her research, Dr. Dweck found that certain kinds of praise, such as "good job," "you're very smart," can sometimes contribute to a fixed mindset, whereas praising through encouragement, such as "good job, you worked very hard," can help develop a growth mindset. So our last reflection, how will you change your future mindset?